Hi everyone, Laura Armour here. I just wanted to tell you a little bit about this section, this CERT task criteria or certification task criteria. So this is where the heart of the matter is. This is your one and only task to pass and get your credential and gift prize. And basically you're going to design and create a Laulima lesson that would represent about 1 week of a regular semester course. I mean, it could be a hypothetical week that you make up. It could be something that you might really use in a real course, or that you have used in a real course and you just want to recreate it here and maybe do some extra things this time. So the task will need to include several required components. They're all listed here in this lengthy looking list, but all of these items must be included to pass. That doesn't mean they have to be like the most brilliant or the best or the most wonderful, in every aspect. We will be giving feedback, suggested ideas for improvement, things like that. But as long as you include an attempt at all of these and it's reasonable, then you will pass, no problem. So this is a little bit of a short list to kind of get an idea, but the it's more fleshed out in this document, which is the certification task criteria, and it's embedded in here, but I'm going to open it in a new window just to give you a quick preview of it so you know what I'm talking about. So this is where you would really want to focus a lot, keeping up with what you need to do. So um, again, there's some overview types of information, but here are all the elements. So in the first column, it's all the elements that need to be in your lesson. So one of the one items that needs to be in your lesson is you need an introduction. So the expectations are listed here in the second column of what we're looking for. And in the third column, there might be some resources to help you with this or some examples. So I find examples are really good to kind of give you ideas of what we're looking for or expectations and things like that. So these are kind of small screenshots, but if you do a zoom, I would recommend on your document, you can see these a lot better. But it just kind of gives you an idea of what some people did for their introductions. So you can take a look at those. The next thing that you need in your lesson is some learning objectives for the week. And again, assume the lesson covers 1 week, a typical week. And there are some tips about writing learning objectives if you're not comfortable or have experience doing that. Bloom's taxonomy, verb tables, things like that. If you've never experienced that, it's going to sound a little like daunting, but don't worry about it. There's a lot of examples that you can get access to in the course to see a bunch more of examples. And so I'm not going to go through everything here, but again, the checklist feature, these are 3 examples from different faculty. So a lot of these items, there's space for them in the template. So in the Laulima lesson page template, so there's a place for the learning objectives. There's a place for the introduction. So it makes it pretty obvious where you need to put things and kind of springs from the Laulima template. So just wanted to explain what this certification task criteria means. If you have any questions about anything, let us know. We'll help clarify it.